Our body is made up of millions of cells, each with different forms and functions. They are all controlled by a special substance called DNA, which can be found in the nucleus of a cell. DNA, also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, is a very large molecule. It can be regarded as the book of life, which contains all the genetic information in our body. It is responsible for telling our cells what to do, and controls how we look like and how our body functions. So what does DNA looks like? Each DNA is made up of two strands coiled together, forming a double helix structure. On each strand there are a lot of bases, which is the alphabet of this book of life. There are only 4 types of bases in DNA, which is A, T, C, and G. These bases always join together and pair up between the 2 strands of DNA. A always pairs with T, and G always pairs with C. We call this complementary base pairing. The information stored in a DNA depends on the sequence of these bases on each strand. These bases can be divided into groups of 3. Each forms a word of this book of life. These words join together to form sentences of this book of life, called genes. Each gene is responsible for producing a specific protein, which they will work together to build up different cells and give them different functions. Fun fact, our human DNA has a total of around 6.4 billion base pairs, which includes around 30,000 genes. If we pull all DNA in our body into a single thread, it can stretch to the moon and back to Earth more than 1,000 times.